What's up guys, today we're gonna take a look at one of the basics of Django and learn how to trigger Python functions within Django. There's tons of use cases for this. An example use is running Django on a Pi and controlling the GPIO through a website. This tutorial will assume that you already have a basic Django project set up, but I'll leave a link in the description to a basic introduction to Django that you can check out. What we need to do first is edit the views file. This file resides inside of the home folder in the Django project. In here, we'll need to start off by importing HTTP responses from django.http. After that, we'll create a function which will take a request parameter. And in here, all the logic for your function will go. All that's necessary for this function to work properly is that you return an HTTP response. We're going to do a simple print statement. And then we'll need to return an HTTP response. So in this case, I just want the user to stay on the home page. So you can create a function that simply runs the logic on the server and then returns a response that reloads the web page. So we'll use triple quotes here in the return, so we can use backslashes without any issues. All this does is simply it uses JavaScript to get the user to the home page. So we'll save that and move on to the next file. The next file is the urls.py. In here we want to make sure that the views file is imported. So here it says from.import views, you want to make sure that's here. And then we have a list of paths of URL patterns. So we want to add a new path, and then we want to pass in a string, and this string will simply be what you want to be after the trailing slash. So in my case I want it to be simple underscore function, and then we'll need to pass in views.simple function. This means that when a user visits your site and has something after the trailing slash, Django will check this file, and if whatever is after the slash matches one of the path elements, it will run that function. By now, if you run the website and manually go to the page of the website that you just created, it will work and it will run the code. But we'll quickly add a button inside of the HTML file. What I'll use here is a form with an action of /simple function, so it will redirect the user to that web page, and then a button inside it with a little bit of styling. So what happens here is that the user clicks the button, gets redirected to whatever the URL of the website is, and then /simple function. Simple function is checked in here and returns views.simple function, runs whatever logic is here, and then returns this HTTP response. So we'll just save all of that, and then we'll run the website. So as you can see, we have a button. If we click it, it sends us over to simple function. You can see that real quick. We can also just type simple function in here, and the same thing will happen. If we look at the console, you can see that it prints out this is a simple function twice, showing that the logic that we put inside of the function has been run. That's it for this time. Have a good one.